It's always the hardest part trying to start these, right? Always the hardest part. But that's okay. So if this releases on the day that I want it to, February 27th, that is the 2-year streaming anniversary of when I started streaming. I started streaming pretty much in the height of COVID. It was already like a year into COVID, and my wife and I had just moved to a new state. So I had talked to her about a lot about how I wanted to get into streaming and get a PC eventually. And little did I know that in January on my birthday, she bought me my whole PC setup. She bought me a PC for my birthday, and I cried, and it was really, really sweet. And so I've been able to pursue content creation just as a hobby because of her. So like having somebody in your corner is always huge. And so at least I hope I don't. I hope I don't take that for granted. So I did a lot of research. So like, again, if you think about it, my birthday was in January, right? January 30th. I didn't start streaming until February 27th, which is like a whole ass month later. I took a month of just researching and just learning how to use a streaming software, how to set up overlays, how to like get my camera. I didn't realize I needed like a capture card and things because I was going to be streaming console games, things like that. A bunch of time that I took to really try to like get it right. One of the worst things though is that I'm a perfectionist, so like I want to get it right the first time, and that just doesn't happen. Like, you're going to fail. That is how you grow, and I still have a hard time with that today. I still have a really hard time grasping that. So I wanted to like get out of the gate and be like the best I could be at it, and it, you know, it kind of didn't happen that way. When I got everything set up and I was like, okay, I'm gonna hit go live, I'm gonna go live for the first time, I was like, man, to maximize my viewership as a new streamer, I am going to stream on Facebook and on Twitch at the same time because Streamlabs allows you to do that. So what I didn't realize with doing that was when you stream on multiple platforms, the two chats can't see each other. So there was a lot of confusion in the beginning of like new people coming in on both platforms of like, who are you talking to? And I'm like, oh, I'm talking to somebody over on Facebook, or oh, I'm talking to somebody over on Twitch. And it like kind of brought a disconnect. I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't multi-stream now, but I'm not the person who knows the most about it. I just know that in the very beginning, when I multi-streamed, it brought a lot more disconnect and more confusion than I think like what multi-streaming is trying to do. I decided that I was only going to stream 4 days a week, and I was only going to stream for 3 to 4 hours per stream. I would stream Monday through Thursday, and I would stream 3 to 4 hours, and that was it. Now, when you're first starting out, what you're really working for is to get to what Twitch calls affiliate. And to get to affiliate, you have to have at least 3 average viewers and a certain amount of hours streamed in that month. It is a very low number. I can't remember that number off the top of my head. It unlocks you the chance to get subs, so people can sub to you. You can get donations, and you unlock channel points and emotes. When you are first starting as a streamer out of the gate, you don't have any of that. And so you have to work towards the affiliate goal to get those things to kind of level up your streaming experience. I'll be completely honest though. I want to like no bullshit this and just be as honest as I can be in what I've learned. But what I've noticed after hitting affiliate, follower numbers don't really matter. At this point in time, I only have like 400 something followers, and I have seen people with 1,000, 2,000 plus more followers than me, but also have like the same average viewership as me. That's just a number that you can't control. Like, everybody has lives. Everybody has schedules. People have jobs. That's the thing too, man. It's like, I was unemployed, so I had all the free time in the world to do whatever. People have jobs and lives and things to do. So like, people can't come to every single one of your streams. It's just something you have to understand is that there's going to be higher view days. There's going to be lower view days because people got shit going on, man. In my streaming experience, I've experienced one big raid, and I was raided by a gentleman named DB Geek, which I was not aware of who they were at the time. DB Geek, if you watch this anytime in the future, it was really kind of you, and I still don't know why you chose me. It was a really cool experience, and it was great. And so what I talk about this forward, it means no disrespect. I'm not shit talking. This is just what I experienced after that big raid. I had 900 more viewers in my chat. Chat was going so fast. I didn't know how to react. I was just basically running on adrenaline. I gained over like 100 something followers and we got like a hype train going. It was great. It was really cool. But what I noticed was that in my brain, I was never like, oh my God, this is it. This is my moment. Like, Twitch partner, here we come. Like, oh my God, I can finally like be a full-time Twitch streamer and make a paycheck out of it. That never crossed my mind because I knew that that feeling was waning. It's a very fleeting feeling because it's just in that moment, right? It's just an experience. In the reality, in the grand scheme of things, only like 3 or 4 people actually stayed and continued showing up to my streams and stayed in the community, which I'm really grateful for those people. And I'm still grateful for the raid and I'm grateful for all the people that hung out. But I just know that that's just kind of how raids go. That's kind of how Twitch is. So never once did I believe after that raid that I was like, oh my God, I made it. Like, all of my streams are going to be triple-digit numbers now. I feel like that's just kind of setting yourself up for disappointment and setting yourself up for failure because it was just a very lucky experience. And I see it as luck. Out of all of the other people streaming Twilight Princess, I still don't know why I was chosen. It's best to be grounded and it's best to keep, you know, be realistic, but also enjoy the experience because there's nothing wrong with that. Like, that's a really cool thing to happen to people. And if you've ever experienced that, I'm sure you know that feeling as well. Now, this is the part where I'm going to get into being a little bit cutthroat, maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's a little harsh. This is the part to where I want to talk about what I think is useless or overrated. Transitioning into talking about viewership and live view count, turn that shit off. You don't need to see your live view count. You do not need to know how many people are watching you while you're streaming, because I am the avid believer that you should be your genuine self, regardless if 1 person is watching or 1,000 people are watching. If you're just sitting there saying nothing, and you see that your view count is 0, 1, 2, 3, whatever, and you just see that there's no interaction in chat, and you're just sitting there being silent, just playing a video game, if a new person walks in, there's a little bit of a stream delay. They're gonna see that you're just not commentating, you're not interacting with anything. You know, I know it's a skill that you have to work on, but like, if you are just going to sit there and be silent and play a video game, why are you streaming? Just play video games in your downtime. Like, and maybe that sounds really bad. I don't know, man. Turn it off. Just turn the view count off, because you have to like rewire your brain of like, you have to be an entertainer. You have to commentate, regardless of if you're commentating about just whatever you're playing, or just life or telling stories, whatever, because if a person comes in and they immediately see your personality, that'll stick with them. They might come in from a certain game or certain category that you're playing, but they'll stay for your personality if they really like you and really want to hang around. This might hurt a few feelings, I don't really know, because I still see this to this day with new streamers and like really popular partnered streamers alike. Loud overlays. And by loud overlays is when you have an overlay that just has too much shit going on, man. I am a very minimalistic person in terms of overlays, to where I think all you need is a good webcam in the corner and your gameplay if you're playing a game. I don't give a fuck what your follower count is. I don't care what your follower goal is. I don't give a fuck what your sub goal is. I don't give a fuck who your most recent sub or who your most recent donation was. I don't care. I don't care to put that on my streams, and I don't care when I rate somebody else if they have that on their streams. It's information that, like, I don't need to know. This is not a competition. Like, I am not looking to milk money. Don't look at me doing this. I'm not looking to milk money out of people being like, hey, look, this guy donated $20. Are you gonna donate 25? Like, you know, that's not important to me, and I really don't think it should be important to you either. Are you using that follower goal? Do you have a reward at the end? Like, when you hit a certain amount of followers, are you going to do a challenge stream? Are you going to do something to reward people for following you? Or are you just trying to get that number because bigger number equals better person? I'm also under the belief that I hate that grind mentality to where, like, you stream for 8 to 12 hours a day every single day. Because, like, what, at the end of the day, really, what is that yielding? If you truly enjoy streaming for that long, then by all means, do whatever you want. Don't listen to some schmuck on the internet just yelling his opinion at you. If your goal is to grow, I really think what is a better side of that is streaming for less hours, but then taking that extra time that you would be streaming to cross-post on other platforms. You are getting yourself out there in other avenues that would help bring people to your main point. I think there's just a better means. I still don't think that you just need to grind your life away. I am a human being that has other hobbies. At the end of the day, it should just be because you're trying to have fun. In my brain, I have accomplished what I set out to do. Anything after that is just bonus, you know? Like, it's just, I just wanted to hang out and create a space for other people to feel safe and to hang out and to have a good time. If your goal is to grow, really pay attention to those oversaturated categories. And I'm not the first person to say this. For a random example, I play a lot of Apex Legends in my downtime. Apex is one of those oversaturated categories. There are hundreds of thousands of people trying to stream Apex, and there's a lot of successful people who do it, who have a lot of viewers, but that begs the point. It's like, if there are other people, that many other people streaming Apex Legends, what's gonna stop new people from clicking a channel with a higher view count than scrolling down hundreds of thousands of pages just to click on little old me? It's not impossible, but the likelihood of that happening is very, 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 very small. If you enjoy that game, and you really do, and that's all you want to do, and that's how you have joy and have fun, again, don't listen to me, stream whatever you want. If you're not seeing anything different, then that's the definition of insanity, is doing the same thing over again and expecting a different result. If you're streaming that game for 8 hours and you have 0 viewers every day, is it one day randomly going to change? I mean, the likelihood is that it's not going to, and that might be really hard to hear, but it's the truth sometimes. What do you want out of streaming? Like, honestly, ask yourself. I would be lying if I said that I wouldn't want to be a Twitch partner and get a paycheck from Twitch. I think that would be cool. I know that if I went into streaming with that mindset, I would burn myself out and I wouldn't view people as people. I would just be viewing people as a number. The people who are coming into your stream are real human beings. Visualize like 5 people in the room that you're streaming. That's a lot of people, man. And they're taking their time out of their day to watch you for 3, 4, 5, 8 hours. That's a lot of time out of someone's day. I also think it's really critical to watch your VODs back, watch your videos back, and just kind of sit there and ask yourself, would I watch this if this was somebody else? If you don't find yourself entertaining, what's gonna make somebody else find you entertaining? You know what I mean? So it's just, it might hurt for a little bit, but taking constructive criticism from close friends or even from yourself, if that is your goal, there are ways to improve that can help you. The last category I wanted to talk about were once you start getting your Twitch payouts, or just in general, if you have money and you want to put some money towards upgrading better equipment. These are the few things that I don't think will break the bank, but will really improve the overall experience of your streams. Please, for the love of God, upgrade your microphone first. Get a better microphone. Audio is going to be way better for the viewer experience. People notice better audio before they notice a better webcam quality. I promise, I promise, I promise, I promise. I have the Samson Q2U, and I watched a bunch of videos on a bunch of different mic tests and a bunch of different reviews, and I actually have a streamer friend who has the same mic, and he recommended it to me. It is a USB and an XLR mic, so you can use it at first as a USB mic, which is what I did. And then when I had enough money from another payout, I upgraded to get a mixer to use the XLR side to further improve that audio quality just a little bit more. The mixer that I ended up using was the Behringer Euphoria UM2 mixer. So that allows me to up my gain, anything like that, to really improve the XLR quality as well. So I like this microphone a lot because it just sounds really good. And I got it in a bundle on Amazon. I got the microphone, I got the little shot cage, I got the boom arm, I got a pop filter, I got everything for around $100. I'll try to put the link in for the exact one that I got. It might change, it might not be there anymore, or it might be a different price, but around the time that I got this whole bundle, I got the whole setup for literally a Twitch payout. Please, audio is king, man. Audio is the most important thing. You got good audio, you can stand out from the rest. So upgrade your mic first. The second thing that I would probably recommend upgrading is better lighting. I used to have this little ring light off Amazon for like 10, 15 bucks. It's a tiny little ring light, has a little phone clamp. It plugs in with the USB, and it was really good. I liked it a lot. But now, since then, I've upgraded to a key light that my wife got me for Christmas. And that's probably what you notice in the glare in my glasses when I look at it directly or when I look at the camera. Glasses glare is fucking annoying. I'll have to try to find an angle to where that doesn't happen. Or if you guys have any recommendations of any tips or tricks that you might know, let me know, because goddamn, dude, it annoys me. I'm aware of it. I know you're aware of it. Just let's all try to ignore it. I mean, I have like these LED gamer lights, which again, that was one of the things that I probably regretted getting. It's just like the hype for LED lights, man. If I could go back, I probably wouldn't get these. Get a key light, get a ring light. Don't really fall for the hype for LED lights. Unless you're in a dimly lit room like I am, I'll be completely honest, I might be breaking the immersion a little bit. I make videos in my closet and stream in my closet, and so like literally right out of frame are all of my clothes. And so it kind of works out a little bit to where I don't need anything to soundproof the room because the clothes, you know, absorb all of the sound. So that's why there's like a rack here, and the overhead light sucks. Like, hold on. I don't think this looks good. So I think the key lights and the key light and the LED lights make it look a little bit better. So, you know, play with your lighting in your room or wherever you're streaming and really see what works for you to really just enhance the overall quality of your lighting and your webcam. I'm gonna turn this back on now because that is awful. That's so bad. Speaking of webcams, I'm not saying don't stream without a face at all. I'm just saying that there's way better quality and way cheaper options than getting a webcam that'll do hundreds better than a webcam. Because I started out with a webcam and it was fine, it made do. But then I figured out about two softwares. The Elgato Epoch Cam, it's an app on your phone that you also download on your PC, and they link together and it wirelessly connects to where you're using your cell phone as a webcam. And the second software is the same thing called Droid Cam. Same exact thing, works the same exact way. And the quality from my webcam to my phone, it was so huge. I'm not using my phone right now. I've had an old Nikon laying around, and I've lately been trying to use that as my main webcam. For streaming, I think I would still use my phone because it never auto powers off after not being used for a while. And so I would really recommend that. And those two are completely free to download. They do have a watermark on them, but you can do your little cropping magic in OBS or Streamlabs to like not show the watermark. Or if you wanted to pay, I think like $7, because literally it's a one-time payment. It's not a monthly payment. Once you pay that, the watermark is gone and you can do whatever you want with it. And I think that that is tons better as a starting out webcam than just getting a 1080p webcam, because I had a 1080p webcam and it was not good. It was not good. It worked, again, it worked for what it was at the time, and it helped me have a webcam. But since then, finding easier, cheaper options, there's just way better looking things for way less money that'll help you out a lot. There's tons and tons and tons of streaming advice videos out there. And for someone who really hasn't been taking it very seriously and just doing it in my downtime as a hobby, this is just kind of what I've learned over time. And I'm affiliate, I'm not partner, you know, so this is just someone who's still doing it as a hobby. If anything, I'm doing it less now because I'm not unemployed anymore. I have a job. So to be completely honest, streaming has kind of been on the back burner for me lately. Because before, I hated the idea of cross-posting. I hated it. And I don't know why I was so against it, because now it's brought new life to my hobby. I was getting really kind of burnt out with streaming, I'll be honest. Just doing that for 4 days a week every day. And I'm not doing it the most like other people are, but making YouTube shorts, making TikToks, creating YouTube videos like these, you really have to just find what makes it fun for you. And that's the takeaway at the end of the day. Do what you love, have fun with it, and don't try to make it a job right away, because it's hard. It's just a lot of fun, man. I think that's the takeaway. I'm ranting a lot, but I hope you guys got something good out of it. Let me know down in the comments if, you know, this helped you, or if there's anything you wanted to add, and any sort of tips, tricks, do's and don'ts, anything to avoid, anything I might have missed, please let me know. But hope you guys found this helpful. Hope you guys have a good day. And yeah, this is my 2-year anniversary of streaming, even though I'm not streaming and I'm posting a YouTube video. But who knows? I might be live over on Twitch. If I am, you know, even if I'm not, you know, if you wanted to check me out, then that would mean the world to me. So thank you guys so much. Have a great day. I'll see you guys later in the next video.